I'm sure by now you've all read the title. It has not been a good week for the Oculus Quest. With the virtual desktop yesterday and officially now, Pavlov will officially not be coming to the Oculus Quest store. So let's talk about the story behind this, what's been happening, possible reasons I think it may be the case, and what you can do to help out Davevillz and Pavlov if you want to help support. I'm Eric Present. Let's go over this news. So real quick, I know 99% of you all know what Pavlov is, but as a refresher, Pavlov is a multiplayer shooter on the Steam store that is basically the VR version of CSGO. It has a huge community making custom maps and modes and has been a staple in the multiplayer VR gaming community as one of the few titles to always hold a strong, consistent player base. It has been requested to be on the Oculus Quest almost since the announcement of the headset. On May 22nd, the developer Davevillz announced Pavlov was coming to the Quest with the first alpha version almost immediately playable via sideload. Davevillz pumped out alpha version after alpha version very quickly, and personally I was very surprised how quickly it was progressing. Pavlov was and still is the #1 game I am looking forward to on my quest for a multiplayer experience. I used the word "was" in my previous statement because unfortunately Oculus is on a very bad PR spree right now, and yesterday, June 12th, Davevillz tweeted this quote: "Just wanted to give an update that Pavlov VR won't be available in Oculus Quest Store for reasons out of my control. However, it will always be available as a sideload app and inside Quest." He was probed a bit and responded following with this quote: "Won't comment about it, but it's more serious than that. I'm up for any competitor headset to take Pavlov VR as a flagship title. This doesn't mean it'll be exclusive, but definitely more user-friendly than sideloading." The major implication for not being approved on the Oculus Quest store, while Davevillz has confirmed he will still be making it for the Quest as a side-loadable version, but by not being on the official store, he has no way to easily monetize Pavlov through Oculus if he chooses to do so. Davevillz is under an NDA, so the exact reason why this happened, we will probably never know for sure. In addition, there will always be multiple sides to every story, so while we do have some background from Davevillz on Oculus's lack of communication with his application process, I'd rather not speculate on what may or may not have happened previously with their relationship, but I do want to go over some of my thoughts on why Oculus is making this decision at this exact point in time. There are a few reasons that come to mind, each with their own implications for future Quest development, and I'm going to stay away from the quality debate on this one because, in my opinion, Pavlov has proven itself that it deserves Quest support, but I also want to heavily stress what you can do in the future to support Davevillz and Pavlov because he has heavily earned the support of the community. I can't speak for everyone though, but he has my support fully and has provided me with a lot of entertainment, fun, and honestly therapy through my play of Pavlov. Let's review real quickly the main reasons this could have possibly come to pass. So there's three main reasons that I can come up with in my head that may be reasons that this happened. Now there are more out there. I'm interested to hear your thoughts in the comments. I'm going to go from order of probably least likely to most likely. Now, least likely, more of a conspiracy theory at this point, is Onward may have had something to do with this. Onward was recently announced that it would be coming to the Oculus Quest, although there is no exact date that it's going to come. This potentially could be a flagship type title for the Oculus Quest. That's how Oculus Quest may be viewing Onward to make it that way, and they don't need Pavlov to possibly take away from the flagship kind of feel of it. Personally, I like both games. Onward though, I do have problems playing it even on this computer right here. It's a demanding game and I have concerns on how they're even going to make that possible for the Quest, but that is possibly one reason why Pavlov got denied. Now the second reason I'm thinking of is a little more technical. Pavlov is heavily tied to Steam and Steamworks. It is designed specifically for Steam. Porting it over to the Rift would be near impossible, would be a very large task, and Oculus may have demanded that Rift S be part of the package, that they want Pavlov on the suite of Oculus products. Now you have to remember that for Pavlov users, there is a likely large base of new users, new buyers, people that will spend money on Pavlov when buying the Quest because they haven't experienced. But to port it onto the Rift and spend all that time making it specific for the Rift S, because there's going to be a lot that needs to be done for that, the user base for PCVR has already got Pavlov. It's a very small crowd now that's going to invest more money into the Rift S version. And on top of that, yes, Davevillz said he could make it for the Quest, that is the Quest support and Steam VR support. A third headset's a lot more work and probably something he doesn't want to invest in, so that is a highly likely outcome for this. Number three, and probably the most likely, Davevillz and Oculus, based on reports previously, kind of his story, everything coming from Davevillz on what's been going on with Oculus and him, it seems to be a very contentious relationship. And I think that's a lot to do with Oculus wanting a lot of control with the Quest, and Davevillz is a single developer, and I respect that. I like that he's a single developer, he owns his individuality and owns his product, but Oculus probably doesn't want to deal with that. They want the passive least resistance, want to deal with a team, and they probably just don't want to deal with it. So a contentious relationship probably was one of the main reasons why this was denied on the Oculus Quest. It's not the prettiest of reasons, but relationships matter. Davevillz, you didn't deserve it. I wish you were on the Quest officially on the Oculus Store. I know you'll be able to silo, but that is probably the most likely reason. Now, what can we do to support Pavlov and help Davevillz out if we choose to? I know I will be, but I will be linking the Patreon link for Davevillz in the description. That is one way you can support him. More or less, technically buy his game if you'd like. For the Oculus Quest when the siloed version comes out, which he has confirmed he is still working on. There are possibilities that maybe he can upload this to itch.io and sell it there for the APK to silo it on, but that's up to Davevillz if he decides to even monetize the game at all. But whether he does or does not, I will personally be signing up on his Patreon page. That way I can support him, because Pavlov is a game that I have a lot of time in. And I speak about VR a lot on this channel, where it's therapeutic for me at times on my stress levels and everything. And Pavlov, you led to a lot of laughs, a lot of fun, and a lot of great multiplayer matches. So Davevillz, thank you for what you've done. I personally think it should have been on the Oculus Quest, and I wish their walled garden approach would be a lot less strict. It's been a bad week for Oculus, but let me know your thoughts down in the comments. I'm specifically interested to hear why you think it may have been disproved for Oculus and how this make you feel. Please leave a like, it greatly helps this video out, gets it pushed out there, and of course subscribe if you'd like more content. As always, I'm Eric for President. I will see you all on Monday. Have a good one, VR Space Cowboys.